We're told that less is more. So we declutter the drawers, delete the apps, simplify our social lives. But most of us still don't feel any calmer or clearer than before. With his composition with red, blue and yellow, Dutch painter Piet Mondrian not only changed the entire visual world of the modern era, but also shows us what minimalism is actually about and where ours has been going wrong. So what was Mondrian after when he stripped his paintings down? And what could his work show us about the difference between minimalism that only looks clean and minimalism that actually changes how we live? To find Mondrian's answer, look at this: a single apple tree, then the next one and the one after that. Over the course of a few years, he paints the same tree again and again, and with every version, more of it disappears. In the red tree, the tree is still completely recognizable, but already Mondrian is breaking with the world as we see it. The tree itself is a glowing red, and the sky behind it is a deep blue. In the gray tree, the color also drains away. The leaves go with it, and what is left is a network of dark curving branches on a pale ground. In Apple Tree in Bloom, even the trunk almost disappears. The branches have started to become a pattern, arcs and intersections floating in the middle of the canvas. The apple tree, in any normal sense, is gone. So what is Mondrian trying to do here? By the time he starts this series, Piet Mondrian is no longer the academy-trained landscape painter he once was. Several influences have been pulling him in a new direction, and those ideas have reshaped the way he thinks about painting altogether. In Paris, he has encountered Cubism, the work of painters who are breaking solid objects apart on the canvas and showing them from many different angles at once. And this influence opened something in his mind. Painting can move away from appearance and closer to structure. Around the same time, he's drawn deeper into Theosophy, a spiritual movement sweeping through Europe in those years with one central claim: beneath everything we see, every tree, every face, every house, there's a deeper, invisible order. And learning to sense that order, the movement says, is the most important task a modern human being can take on. During the First World War, Mondrian also meets the Dutch thinker Matthias Schoenmakers, whose writings speak about vertical and horizontal forces, about opposition, balance, and a hidden structure behind the visible world. Out of all of this, Mondrian's own question begins to take shape. Can a painter actually show on canvas this deeper, essential structure beneath the visible world by stripping away enough of the surface, by decluttering, by boiling it down to the absolute minimum? The apple tree is where he tests it. What can he take away here to uncover what really matters? The Cubists, in Mondrian's thinking, had been brave enough to break solid objects apart, but had stopped before reaching what lies beneath them. Underneath the bark and the leaves and the color, every tree is built on the vertical and horizontal forces Schoenmakers talks about. And what Theosophy had described in words, a deeper order beneath the visible, is now right here on his canvas. Real minimalism, in Mondrian's sense, is not about taking things away because less is better. It's about taking things away in order to make something visible, to find what was holding everything together underneath. But the apple tree is only the beginning. Once Mondrian has seen this essential structure underneath the tree, he becomes convinced that the same order has to underlie everything painting could possibly show. Over the next 20 years, he sets out to prove this through a complete theory of what painting itself is supposed to do. He calls it neoplasticism, a new image making with strict rules. A painting can only contain horizontal and vertical lines. No curves, no diagonals. Only the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Only the three non-colors, black, white, and gray. No symbols, no objects, no depth illusions. Nothing that suggests there's a particular thing being shown. This sounds, at first, like one painter's private obsession. But neoplasticism becomes one of the most influential artistic ideas of the 20th century. With the radical simplicity of his later works, Mondrian became one of the artists who helped make the art movement of minimalism even possible. And he also shaped modern architecture, graphic design, fashion, and the entire visual world of the modern era. For Mondrian himself, though, this is much more than an artistic program. It is, in his mind, a way of seeing the world itself. In 1930, Mondrian finishes the painting that becomes neoplasticism's clearest statement. He calls it composition with red, blue, and yellow. A small, square canvas. Thick black lines run vertically and horizontally across it. And where they cross, they divide the canvas into rectangles of very different sizes. Most of those rectangles are left simply white, but 3 of them carry color. A large field of red in the upper right, a small block of blue in the lower left, and a narrow strip of yellow along the lower edge. Here, he's finally painting the deep structure he set out to find so many years earlier. Only now, the surface has completely gone. For Mondrian, what is left here on the canvas is the most essential thing he could possibly have shown. When you look at the apple tree paintings next to composition with red, blue, and yellow, something becomes very clear about what Mondrian actually did. He was never interested in less for the sake of less. He never tried to make his paintings smaller, simpler, or faster. He worked on individual compositions for months, sometimes for years. His paintings are minimal because everything that is not absolutely necessary has been taken out so that what is necessary can finally come forward. That is not subtraction, that is distillation. And it is a completely different question. Subtraction asks, how little can I have? Distillation asks, what is essential? And what do I have to take away so that the essential can be seen? This is the difference our minimalism today usually misses. We're taking things away without knowing what we want to be left with. Actually, we can borrow Mondrian's question for every object we own, every project we take on, and every promise we make. Does it make the essential come forward, or does it cover it up? For Mondrian, less was not the goal. It was only the tool. What he uncovered by removing, that was the actual point.